If you're trying to negotiate on a car deal, I would encourage you to draw on relevant to the point data points. Because I think a common mistake that gets people sort of sucked down the rabbit hole of back and forth and haggle and trying to do this whole tug of war that ultimately is fruitless and leaves you frustrated as a consumer is they start citing things that are not salient to the vehicle that you're looking at. I saw a post on Ask Car Sales where they were looking for a specific vehicle type in a very rare color combination. And the original poster, they even acknowledged the fact it's a rare color combination, and then added this line, but they have 30 of them on the lot and 500 of them within a 1,000-mile radius. I kind of countered back, like, okay, so which of those are you looking to buy and willing to buy, and how many are there of that iteration? And they responded, just one. And therein lies the problem of that conversation, is it doesn't matter that there are 500 other versions of this vehicle that you're not interested in purchasing, because the leverage comes from flexibility, and the leverage comes from availability to try and get your best price. Because if you're open, you'd have the opportunity to cross shop a little bit more. You'd be able to kind of solicit quotes, because if there are 500 of it, there are probably 5 dealerships that have, a white with black at this MSRP. And you could find out and benchmark against an apples to apples comparison. But when you start trying to apply those like big things to that one vehicle, to say, therefore, you should reduce the price on this kind of like diamond in the rough or this exception, that is a challenge. And in that situation, I always encourage people to look at things like buying programs and just kind of get a reasonable offer and a reasonable structure. But the only thing that matters in terms of pricing is what is a price that you're willing to pay on that exact vehicle on market condition, and understand what the actual market conditions are relative to that vehicle. The same goes for used, but by a factor of 10, in the sense of there's never truly an apples to apples comparison on used vehicles, because there are way too many variables, especially the older that they get. So yes, you can kind of have a sense of like, all right, cars like this are going for this. But you can try and leverage one price, go to the next store, find out that there's smoke smells or pet smells or like all kinds of things that make it a little bit harder to determine what like the whole sense of true best price is. So focus on the figures on the car that you want to own and buy. If you're cross shopping, leverage against those exact comparables, and that will simplify your search and shopping process and your negotiation process exponentially. Good luck and happy shopping.